Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where the main concern here is definitely one of running out of cash. Now, I was looking around and noticed these buttons down here. We probably don't want to cut military supplies at this time, but we may want to do an emergency tax here. This will cost us 8 stability, and it'll hurt our population happiness for 2 years. The other options here are strong arm and lose loyalty of characters. And I think that's maybe a decent possibility there. This guy's already disloyal, so we'll see what that ends up looking like. We could also get national population growth reduction for 5 years, and I think we'll pass on that. Thanks. We can also neglect research, which I think is a bad thing too. So given those options, it's pretty much a strong arm or emergency tax. I don't know if these have a cooldown, and I don't know if they share a cooldown. I've never actually used these before. So I think we should run an emergency. Actually, let's run a strong arm right now. We're to gain 20 gold. That'll buy us some time. Our stability drops. Yes. Okay, so we would need to have greater than 40 stability, but there's no cooldown on it. Noted. So we're going to be up over 40 stability in like 5 months here. That buys us a little time. Now, I've ordered these guys to turn around here and to come down and start a siege here. I'd love to get this out of the war. That would be a big, big thing for us. So we're going to siege over this way. We see allied forces over here, right? And we see these guys walking this direction. But we have allied forces in the area. And we're heading down here. Now, we're at minus 3.84 income right now. I'd love to get this siege completed. That is of a fairly high priority, but also of a high priority is getting this siege done. This is actually an extraordinarily high priority. So if we look at who we're actually at war here with, right? So this is Constantinian's war. We don't really care about this. This war here, ticking war scores against us right now, and we're technically losing this war at this moment. So if we look at this, we can see who all is in this. So we've got Terdulia, those are the main guys there. We've got Corencia, which we're looking to eliminate right now. We've got Mantasania, which I don't actually know where these guys are. Okay, that's these guys, sure. And Garmania, that's these guys here. So in all of these locations, these are all single sieges, single siege events to get those out of there. So we want to get those eliminated as quickly as we can, right? That's a very, very high priority to get these sieges done. I would love to come down here right now, but this siege, I feel like we need to finish up. Our war goal is to take Carpetania, and Carpetania is, of course, down over here, right? So if we take this, well, actually, Carpetania is these over here. If we take those, though, that will get us ticking war score. So that's a big deal. We see this over here that I don't love. Okay, our allies should not go up there. Please don't go up there. Why are you going up there? So we're going to get attacked here. The game thinks we're going to win this. And let's see what happens. Our allies made some very strange moves there. They certainly should not have done that. So we're sieging out over here. We do win this battle, so that's great. And now we're not making any progress over here. That's less great. That is substantially less great. We need to have forces over here to help us siege this. Okay. They're moving additional forces in. We should win this battle as well. I'm keeping an eye on this situation up here, which would be, of course, bad for us. So we win this battle, as expected. We want this siege to end very quickly, right? We would love to come up here and fight some of these guys. I have no idea if our allies are going to come with. Sure, we could become friends with this guy. So this siege is getting close to wrapping up as well. Cool. We need these sieges to end. This one is now done. So I'd like to head up over this direction with our allied forces. Oh, we just won this siege. That's huge. So now we're going to come over here. These guys can head here now. And so they shall. That said, maybe we should actually head over here and let these forces regenerate a bit. We're bringing our mercs in, and at this point, this is not taken. But we absolutely need to bring our mercs in over here, right? That's a very, very, very high priority. They've already broken their siege here. So we're going to bring in our mercs, and they are going to lock in here, going southward. There they go. And we're going to head in and fight them here. We should easily win this. Beautiful. So there we go. That's great. We win that, as expected. Now, these guys, their attrition is low. There's no doubt about that. We're going to head up over here. Okay. We need to get this under our control. So all we're going to do here is we're going to head directly there with our mercs. Arbitrary demands? No, we need to let your loyalty drop, bud. Sorry. So white peace is going to be imminent here soon. Okay. So we need to move in over this direction, right? We need to get these guys knocked out of the war. That is a high priority. We need to get this siege done, and then these can move southward. So we're going to come on up over here. We're going to arrive here shortly, and we're just going to cap that individually. That's the goal here. So this siege is underway, and these guys are getting kind of wrecked. We're not actually sieging this, are we? What are you part of? Is this just unsettled? Oh, it's unsettled. Okay, never mind. We don't need to be here. We need to come down this direction then. Cool. So at this point, we can sue for peace specifically against these guys, which would, of course, be... which one are these? Hang on. Okay. So we want to sue for peace with these guys. Specifically. We want to take their territory. They would not accept us... Or they'd not accept this until 2 March 464. Okay, that's a few months away. That's fine. We're going to bring our mercs southward, and we're going to position over this way. We know that they have forces coming this direction. Now, the white peace may be enforced as we've failed to challenge occupation of the war goal, but we're literally working on that right now. All we need to do is occupy here, right? So we're coming southward with our mercs, and it looks like they're going to get here in time to take over this siege, which is exactly what we want them to do. We want to use our mercs on this siege, and the rest of our forces are going to head this direction for the time being, and they'll get some reinforcements done. We're just going to park them up over here. Now, I'm keeping an eye on our cash. We have enough to run for a little bit here. These guys capped here, which is good. They occupied that themselves, which is mildly awkward. And now they're going to get stack wiped. Because they pushed forward too far. Well, actually, they didn't get stack wiped, so that's reasonably fine. At this point, the war goal is even. Cool. I'm keeping an eye on our manpower as well, but we certainly are going to need to run... I think we have to do an emergency tax here. Okay. That buys us some extra time. Beautiful. So we're going to get this siege done eventually. Now, it's December of 463. Now it's January of 464. So this will be ready in a month or so. So that looks great. We're going to get this taken over. And that'll be step 1 here. I have no idea who's going to win that. That's going to be interesting. Looks like we're going to. Cool. So it's currently February. I'm watching these guys head up here. Okay, this siege is now over. Magnificent. I'm going to send our mercs up here to fight. I'm not sure where these guys are going to go from here. Okay, they're heading that direction. I want to head down this way and get this fully occupied at this time. So our mercs are going to head in here. And we should easily win this with our mercs. Tertulia is suing for peace. They are offering to give us Tertulian Carpetania, Dunites, and Tertulian Lobetania. So basically everything that we have occupied here. I'm actually going to decline that offer. You were supposed to head down here as well. Okay. Now, the question at this point is, do we keep heading down this way? It's currently April, so I would like to sue for peace with these guys. We'll take all of this. That'll give us 7 AE, but yes, they will accept this. Beautiful. And I would like to potentially lose some AE here. I don't really want that culture happiness penalty, so we'll do something like that. Cool. We need a governor over here in Lusitania, and we will put in her. Cool. Now, we still have this war ongoing. So our mercs at this point are heading southward. We only need a couple of additional locations now. Actually, I want our mercs to not go here. I want them to go here. Beautiful. So we're doing much better in terms of our income now. That's great. And we should easily win this. Our allies, I believe, have that under control. Yes, indeed. So Terdulia wants this same peace deal. We're going to keep declining that for the moment. I want more out of this war. We can get quite a lot. We've already basically doubled our territory, but we're going to look to get a lot out of this war. Beautiful. So these 2 sieges are underway. Once these end, we're going to get all of this territory down here. Then all we need is to take these 3 locations and this fort. And then the war will be over at that point. Ticking is on our side. And I see these guys up over here. For the time being, I'm not going to do anything about that. Actually, our ally won that, remarkably. I don't think they're going to keep winning it. No, there's not enough forces over there for that. We have a lot of forces over here right now, and that's okay. Yeah, these guys might come up over this way and occupy. That's fine for the moment. I'm not too concerned. We want to knock their allies out of this war right now. That is our primary concern. So I'm watching them walk up here. If they siege this, that's great. We're actually very, very happy about that. Barbarians down over here. We definitely don't want money for a grand festival. I'm sorry, we can't afford it. We're going to run out of cash again. So we're going to need to... Let's see, we don't have the ability to sacrifice stability here. We could neglect research. Or we could just cut military supplies. That's going to be painful. I really don't want to neglect research. But this war is more important, I think. So they're actually attacking up here, which is great. I really like that. That is magnificent. We need this siege to end. In fact, we need both of these sieges to end relatively quickly, right? And actually, this has multiple capitals in it. Very awkward borders here. No doubt about that. We're going to continue to decline this piece. I'm watching our income just slowly climb here, and that's looking good. I'm seeing our allies heading this direction. Seems okay. Now, our mercs are definitely starving. There's no doubt about that. And yeah, I see these guys occupying up over here. Okay, this siege is won. So we're going to make our way down here and get all of this occupied. Beautiful. Not like this is going to take a long time, right? But this is absolutely a huge power play for us. This will put us in a position where hopefully we will no longer be reliant on allies to survive. That is the goal here. Cool. So we're continuing to siege here. This is now fully under occupation, although they did not flip this over to us, which is disgusting. Oh wait, they just flipped it. Cool. So that's great. We need to continue to progress over here, but we need allies for that. Our allies are heading that way. Ish. Go on, allies. And yeah, I know our war exhaustion's up there. Go on, allies. You can do it. We're not making any progress over here. We should actually flip around our mercs and take our mercs this way. And have these guys just hold this position. We're definitely having some food issues here. But then these guys should head down here once the mercs relieve them, is the idea. That said, we can piece these out at this point, and I would be very happy to do so. So that is Garmania. Beautiful. Oh, it needs to be adjacent. Okay, we'll have to do that in the final peace deal. Well, our allies are heading up this direction, which isn't amazing. We're going to pull these guys out of here and send them down this direction. There we go. The siege of Mentessa is won. Well, that was fast. We're going to send them down to siege over here. And I think our allies win this battle, correct? Yeah, they definitely do. Well, this is a 5.21k, actually. They should have attacked here. But okay, if they don't want to, I'm fine with that. Gaining a centralization sounds good here. And I don't care about political influence, so we'll do that for the time being. Oh, a bountiful harvest. That's actually really, really good here. We're going to take the cash. Beautiful. So I'm going to send these guys over to here. I don't know if... Yeah, 400 cannot actually cap that. Cool. We can call down an omen, and maybe we offset our tech investment issue. This is only religious tech. And get some slave output. We should have some slaves at this point. So we'll do that to boost up our income a little. Our economy is getting a lot better at this time. There's no doubt about that. So we're just going to cruise right on through here. These guys are going to come down this direction, and they are a little bit dangerous. So we're just going to get all of this capped. Moving down over here, and we're just going to group up, I think. Oh, a lot of advancement through trade connections with Rome. Cool. We'll happily take that. Okay, so they're going to cap over here. That's fine. There's a fort here, so it should be okay. And we probably want to maintain that fort for the time being. So we're just going to need to siege here. And I'm thinking about how we might want to do this. Because these guys are going... let's let them come down and take this back, I think. Maybe our allies do something about it. Let's just watch what they're going to do for now. Yeah, I thought that they'd go here. That's about the right point. So this is okay. We can cap this back very easily. We'll see what our allies decide to do about this. I want this siege over. This is the big one at this point. Yeah, there's a call for peace ongoing right now. Our war exhaustion is ticking upward, and we definitely need to get out of this war. Okay, I'm watching how spread out their forces are right now. I'm going to move these guys down here. And we're going to grab our mercs and head up this way. Yeah, we're not making progress here right now. But we need our mercs for fighting. So we're going to head up and fight. Actually, our allies had that under control. But our mercs are going to head out over this direction. I'm watching these guys, but they're not actually able to make any progress. Speaking of no progress, there's this situation. But our mercs are going to head on over this direction and look to pick off this force. And now our allies are helping us to siege over here, so that's good. We're now positive financially, so that's a very good sign. So we win this battle, and we're going to fight these guys here. They're walking away right now. Yeah, we catch them here. Beautiful. So that's absolutely fine. Our allies were the ones that caught them there. Yeah, these guys really want peace at this point. So we're going to head up and grab this. We're at 21% on this siege right now. Untiring Devotion, 3 free stability. That's very good. We're very happy about that. So we're going to have to chill after this war, right? No doubt about it. This was a big one. This was a big war. But this siege is going to end any moment now. We're going to head up this direction with our mercs. We're at 71 war score. All of this auto caps. A duel to the death, huh? Well, sure. As it was meant to be. Cool. So that guy died. We now need an oratory researcher, and we'll put this guy in. Cool. So we're going to catch some of their forces up here. This war is over, right? It's super over. This is not capped. Noted. We're going to cap this back. Then we're going to head down over here, I think. Well, they do have forces up this way. And they just raised additional forces here. Noted. I really wish that our allies hadn't have left here. We need to get this cap done. Like, really badly. Allies, can you not come this way? Like, seriously, can you not? Yeah, the allies are heading up this way. I guess that's fine, but this is a problem, right? A pretty major one, actually. Okay, so they're bringing in a bunch of troops here, but they're kind of spread out. And they all lose. No doubt about that. So we're going to get this cap done. We're going to head over here and cap if they're going to cap here. Hopefully they'll flip that over to us. And indeed they do. So that's looking good. We're now at 99 war score. We really need this siege to be over. I really wish our allies hadn't have abandoned it. We're going to walk down over here. We need that siege done. Our allies are up over here. They're fighting just fine. But we need to get out of this war as soon as possible, which means this siege has to end. Yes, we're going to get a ridiculous amount out of this war. This is very, very true. They raise forces here. Okay. That's certainly non-great. We're going to have to come back over here and fight them a bit. We do get a military tradition. So what do we want here? Forest combat bonus? Monthly civilization change is actually really good at this point. Supply limit and pop migration speed is good too. I think we'll take all gods are welcome for now. Okay. We have to come up here and deal with these guys. We didn't actually catch them, but we can cap this back. Okay, that was weird. We're going to head over here and fight this force. Hopefully these guys are going to come in and attempt to relieve that. And it looks like they are. They're just going to get absolutely massacred here. So that's great. Now we're going to head down here and relieve this siege. So in we come. And we have progress again. I was hoping that that would immediately win. Oh, hey, 10 more progress. That's looking good. I was hoping we would immediately win this siege, but unfortunately that did not happen. We just need this siege to end. We've got a 35% chance every time this bar fills up. Hey, here we go. Beautiful. We'll let the looting be gentle. We're planning to take this ourselves. So that's all great. Now we're going to let these auto caps happen. There we go. And now, we're just going to take everything. We are officially huge now. Beautiful. This was such a consequential war. Right here. This is it. This is the start of the snowball. Now, I'm not going to try too hard to snowball. We've got a long time ahead of us, right? So we're going to definitely chill after this. No doubt about that. This will increase our rank to regional power, obviously. And we got the Rock of Ages. Cool, giving us morale of armies and state religion happiness. That's great. So I think we lose aggressive expansion here for each of these. Aggressive expansion is going to be rather high, and we should definitely deal with that. That will reduce our monthly stability change. We can see our stability is currently dropping. So we increased in rank, and we're now a regional power instead of a local power. So we can do other things now, and we have all of this stuff. Beautiful. And yeah, we just annexed the whole thing. That is such a big power play right there. I love it. So we're going to get rid of these mercs. We definitely do not need them. And we'll drop our levies as well. So our levies are going to need to reinforce. It's going to be a while before they're ready. But we do have access now to 2 additional levies, one in Lusitania and one in Baetica. So that's absolutely magnificent. We also finished some missions, making gains. Fair enough. Up to 15 pops are assimilated to Carpetanian culture. That's really good. So we're going to continue to work on settling Carpetania and controlling Carpetania. We still need to attack this up over here, right? But that is all something that we can do in the next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadow Wolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kentogan, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.